Awesome Carlisle, here we go. Small town charm with the big time glow. Tune in now, don't miss the show. It's Awesome Carlisle. Let's roll!
Changes are coming to Carlisle. Youth voice, police heroes, and the future of our trash. Carlisle Borough Council Workshop Summary, December 3rd, 2025. As Carlisle residents, we know our town is always moving and growing. On December 3rd, 2025, our Borough Council Workshop meeting covered some major topics that will affect us for years to come. We saw big support for giving our high schoolers a real voice in government, celebrated some longtime police officers and their canine partners, and learned details about how our trash and recycling costs are forcing us to look at a new program. We also got an exciting update on how the borough is reforming old rules to make building and living in Carlisle easier and more sustainable. Understanding these decisions is important because they shape the stability, culture, and civic health of our community. Here is a quick overview of the most important things discussed at the workshop. 1. A Youth Council proposal. The Borough Council gave strong support for establishing a formal structure to bring young people's ideas and concerns directly to the borough. 2. Police staff recognition. Our police department honored Staff Sergeant Andy von Bokenberg for his 20 years of service and recognized Canine Handler Officer Joe Tadaro and his remarkable partner, Rambo. 3. Solid Waste and Recycling Program Update. We received a detailed recap on why our trash costs are rising and why the borough is considering bringing the waste collection system in-house by 2028. 4. Land Use Reform Update. The Planning Department reviewed significant changes already enacted, such as allowing people to keep chickens more easily, and highlighted future work, including plans for accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, which many residents are anticipating. The youth movement is here, the new Carlisle Youth Council. Our community saw an exciting proposal from Carlisle High School junior Amir Mustafich, who asked the borough to approve the establishment of the Carlisle Borough Youth Council. This wouldn't just be a school club, it would be a real advisory body designed to create a structured and respectful pathway between young people and the borough. Youth members, ages 14 to 19, would apply and serve, developing bylaws, committees, and hosting monthly meetings. They would even present formal recommendations based on real research on topics like park upgrades or pedestrian safety, and host a youth town hall to ensure all young voices are heard. Borough Council members strongly supported the idea, noting that having a high school ambassador or liaison position fits well with previous recommendations, and they plan to formalize the Youth Council by the January meeting. This is viewed as a long-term investment in our town's future stability and civic health. Honoring our heroes, promotions and partnership in the Carlisle Police Department. The workshop dedicated time to recognize two key members of the Carlisle Police Department. Andy von Bokenberg was formally promoted to the position of Staff Sergeant, which makes him the senior sergeant and the third in command of the entire department. Staff Sergeant von Bokenberg, who previously worked as a deputy sheriff in New York, was also honored for celebrating his 20-year anniversary with the Carlisle Police Department back in October. We also recognized Officer Joe Tadaro, the canine handler, and his remarkable partner, Rambo, a 2-year-old Belgian Malinois German Shepherd mix from Poland. Rambo is highly trained and certified in narcotics, apprehension, tracking, and article searches, and he lives with Officer Tadaro 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. Both officers were praised as go-to guys who are very involved in our community and serve as role models for newer officers. Our trash program is changing. Costs, mandates, and the future of recycling. The borough provided an important recap on our solid waste and recycling program, explaining that because Carlisle's population is over 10,000, state law, Act 101 of 1988, requires us to have a mandatory recycling program. This program became much more expensive in 2018 when the worldwide recycling market shifted, notably due to stricter policies in China. Our contract cost doubled from $800,000 to $1.6 million, and we have since lost competitive bidding, only getting one vendor for our current contract. To solve this rising cost problem, a consultant and a special subcommittee have proposed that the borough bring the waste collection system in-house starting in January 2028. This move would require a $3.5 million investment to hire 12 employees and buy 5 vehicles, but the study projects significant cost savings and stabilization over time, with a potential break-even point as early as 2029. Building a better borough. Updates on land use and planning. The Borough Planning Department gave us an update on land use reform, which is the process of reviewing and updating our regulations to improve our community. Our town has already completed several reforms, including reducing the need for off-street parking to lower housing costs, adding bicycle parking requirements for large lots, and making it easier for residents to keep chickens by reducing license requirements. Several major projects are currently in development, though they involve complex legal and zoning issues, including the creation of rules for accessory dwelling units, or ADUs, small homes or apartments often built in backyards, which many residents are anticipating. Other pending reforms include new regulations for short-term rentals, updated noise standards, guidelines for accessory commercial units, like small corner stores, and regulations for electric vehicle parking. Wrapping up, what the Borough Workshop means for us. The Borough Council meeting on December 3, 2025, confirmed that Carlisle is working hard on issues that matter to all of us. Our leaders showed strong support for the proposed Youth Council, which will create a real way for students aged 14 to 19 to share their solutions and perspectives, ensuring youth feel included in our community. We also proudly recognize the dedication of the Carlisle Police Department, celebrating the promotion of Staff Sergeant Andy Von Bokenbird and the critical work of Officer Joe Todaro and his certified K-9 partner, Rambo. Finally, the meeting detailed the difficult financial situation regarding our solid waste program, explaining that the mandatory recycling program's rising costs make moving to an in-house collection service in 2028 the best way to achieve long-term cost stability for residents.
Awesome Carlisle, here we go. Small town charm with the big time glow. Tune in now, don't miss the show. It's awesome Carlisle. Let's roll!